What's up, everybody? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. Sorry, I'm looking. Seems like the sensitivity on my mic got turned up. Hopefully it's not like blasting your guys' ears. Anyway. Hopefully everybody had a good day. They didn't do any of the stuff we were looking for today. I actually only saw one setup, and that was... Or wait, I guess... I don't know, like this wasn't terrible for a long right here. We have our break above here, right? And then we touched it. And then this would be 1 candle, 2, 3. So we had 3 5-minute candles above. This is our retest. That's your entry long. The next entry that I see is here. Right? Break above, 3 or more 5-minute candles, retest, enter. Right? That's about it for today. As far as just volume profile. I did see some entries on order flow. Plan was to go live today, and I don't know what happened, but my daughter was like screaming last night, and I mean, screaming is not the right word, but crying really loud, and woke me up a bunch of times. I did not sleep good, and when my alarm went off this morning, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to roll over and go back to sleep. So, sorry about that. This is still a poor high as well. And, or actually, I guess this is a spike. Really small one. Wait, no, it's not. L period didn't make a new high. Right, yeah, and then M period did. So it's not a spike, it's a poor high. Pretty wild day. We're going to be talking about fair value gaps, unfortunately, a little bit later. But let's figure out our analysis first. So, single prints at the bottom. Single print mid looks like it's going to be the September POC. Yeah, basically the same level. So I'm not going to be charting that. You can basically mark your September POC as single print mid as well. Yeah. Let's look at fear and greed. Pretty sure we're going to be like in fear. We should be here somewhere, or here. Oh wow, still in extreme fear. That's kind of wild. Market calendar for tomorrow. Tomorrow's where we have PPI. An hour before the market opens, and then 30 minutes after the market opens, we have the pending home sales month over month. So this might give us some volatility. 30 minutes after the open. Hopefully Erez is off tomorrow, because I really should be live tomorrow. We're still in this area where we're consolidating for a while. It doesn't look like they wanted to go to the far extreme at the bottom. Hopefully they're going to go to the far extreme at the top. I say hopefully because as far as a day trader is concerned, I can make money market moving up or down. I don't really care. But for my long-term investments, market goes up, I make money, right? So that would be preferable. Volume today was pretty average, I guess. A little above average, maybe. All right, let's see what we're doing right now. We're chopping sideways on futures. Let me open up my other chart. What happened to Ariz's name? My license doesn't allow volume analysis. You guys are so annoying. Are you sure? This is like the most annoying thing about Quantower is it randomly logs you out. Okay, I'm logged in. Does my license not allow volume profile and I need to upgrade right now? I probably do. Fuck. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta go pay for my data. Such a pain in the ass. One day I will buy, what's it called? One day I'll just pay for the lifetime. Sorry, I'm paying for my license right now. Okay. I bought a license. Do I need to restart? This function requires a paid license. Let me just restart it and see if that fixes my issue. Oh, okay. I didn't notice the name change. Okay. Sorry. There's like a massive imbalance here at the top. Yeah, as long as they don't clean this up. Well, this isn't an indication to go short, but from here, if they sell off and come back and retest this zone, that would be a short. Or, I don't know. what they're trying to do. Okay. What a bummer. It really sucks to see this after the fact. Like, this is obviously very large volume, and that's the retest. That's insane volume. Excuse me. Kind of a bummer. There's nothing else I really love. This, it's already been retested. This has already been retested. This, I don't know. Like, they retested it, but went through it. So, cluster charts is not doing much of anything for me right now. Let me close that. P-shaped profile on the day. Close below the POC, which is slightly bearish. We are chopping and below the POC. Oh, this area here. What's the benefit of joining yours and Shorty's Discord? Well, I don't have a Discord per se. Shorty's Discord? I don't know how often Shorty's been going live. I know I haven't been going live very often. And so, like, this is just reality, right? Like, I could BS you and tell you a bunch of stuff, but that's not who I am as a person. Like, Era's joined recently, and I think in the time that he's joined, I haven't been going live very often. Before, I would go live like 4 days a week. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the reality. Like, we go live as much as life allows us to. But the thing is Shorty's Discord has never been about trading live. It's about education, right? So our goal is to teach people how to trade. And I'm pretty sure, like, Shorty could go live every single day. And he doesn't, because he wants people to learn to do it for themselves. If you're relying on somebody going live every single day, you're not learning how to do it yourself. Yeah, so it's really about education. I should be going live a lot more often than I have been. Or I should say I want to go live much more often than I have been. But, like, I can even just show you my log for this month. I've only traded, I've taken 3, 4, 5, 6. I've taken 7 trades this month. Yeah, So the benefits are education, and also it's not just education from Shorty or from me. It's also other people in the Discord that are very. I mean, like when they joined, they weren't knowledgeable, but now they've become very knowledgeable, and they provide a lot of, additional like education and help and whatever else to people that are trying to learn. So, I mean, if you just look, like, obviously I wasn't live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday because I didn't even trade. And then I wouldn't have been live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday because I didn't even trade. And then again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, didn't even trade. I took one trade today, and they finagled me. Well, I was trying to see my entries, but it's not here. Oh, there maybe. I don't know why it's not showing me. Anyway, I mean, I guess I could show you. I entered. This isn't making very much sense. So this here is like an SR flip, right? And a bunch of volume came in on this candle here. And so I entered long, and I was targeting 27, I want to say. And they started going in the right direction. And then I had my stop loss like hidden just behind the wick of this candle. And they basically wicked down, stopped me out, and then ran to my take profit. But whatever, it is what it is. Like, I'm not even upset about it. I've only had one losing trade this entire month. So, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I guess the thing that I'm trying to say is I just haven't been trading that much to where I've even had a chance to be, going live. And but yeah, I used to be live like at least 3 or 4 days a week. I will get back to that. I just like I don't know. I don't even know what words to use, because it's not that I'm not doing well or anything. I just have been waking up and just not feeling rested, and so I'll go back to sleep. I don't like to trade when I'm not feeling 100%. So, yeah. So anyway, like I said, I could BS you and tell you we go live every day, but that's not the reality. I will get back to a point where I'm live, 3 or 4 days a week. Just hasn't been happening recently. So I think this is the least likely scenario. I think puts are on the table. They could also just keep kind of running this, especially with Google after hours. Like, I'm kind of surprised that we're chopping sideways with Google running like it is. But I guess also Nvidia is down, right? So maybe that's balancing it out. That's a good pickup if we come down into this range. 71 to 74-ish. I think tomorrow I would like to see them come below, come back inside, retest, enter long, or grab calls. You can also watch for calls if they peak below and bounce really quickly. You don't need to wait for a retest on that. We have a poor high. I would expect them to clean that up and then go higher. If we peak above and fail, Grab puts. I think these are the main things I'm interested in tomorrow. Plan is to be live. I'm like, I'm getting tired of saying it, but like right now, I'm super tired, which means I'm probably going to go to bed really early tonight, which means I'll wake up early tomorrow. Yesterday we were talking about vinyl records, right? I got a shipment today. It's probably nothing that anybody here would be interested in, but it's like some pretty rare, like, punk. This, I'm excited. I've never heard these guys, but I really like the cover. Oh, you guys can't even see it. And then this one as well. I was like tripping out. This is from 1982. And it's sealed. I don't know if you can see the little drawing or whatever. 84 rooms. I've never even heard them. Never heard of them. But this isn't going to be sealed for very long because I'm going to be busting that out. This is a cool one. This is also sealed. Mike Ness, Under the Influence. I'm sure people that are into punk will know Mike Ness. Oh yeah, I got the P-colored one. Yeah. And then this is upside down. Not that it matters, but this is what's it called? Test Pressing by Rhythm Collision. And I feel like it's signed. Maybe they signed the sleeve. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I thought this was signed, but maybe it's not. Ugh. Sometimes I really hate putting vinyl back into their sleeves. This one's super cool too that I'm excited to check out. I don't know if it's Decree or Decry, but limited edition purple vinyl. Looks pretty cool. Anyway, I have a bunch. I got a bunch of new stuff today. Oh, this one's crazy too. Like, I've never heard of this band, but Love Boat, Love Is Gone. It's a very different Love Boat than the one that I grew up with. So, what was I going to say? Oh, I got to find the question really quickly so I can kind of answer this appropriately. Where is it? Caught that double top in fair value gap. I almost want to throw up in my mouth saying that. Should go down more, but wanted to protect profits since I started red. Never mind, broke that fair value gap. Bounced off breaker block. Now the time to eat puts. Charting practice, I think I'm going to go blah, blah, blah. But they didn't. They bounced around here. And then I'm like, oh, my favorite term, FEG. And then Where is it? Catching, I want to hear your opinion on fair value gaps with confluences on live tonight. If you have the time, your knowledge supersedes a lot of us in here, and I know you have something better up your sleeve. I did reply to this, but I would like to reply to it like more in depth. I was like, why would I even talk about fair value and gaps at all? It's a stolen concept made up by a scammer that's been proven to be a scammer. If he can't make money with fair value gaps, then how would you? Or then how could you? And so then there was like a little bit of a conversation in the Discord about fair value gaps. What chat? The chat I was just showing, that's Keenan Grace's Discord. I can give you a link. Apparently I can't. Or I don't know where to find it. Oh, you should have calls and puts. You just need to make sure that they're all expanded. So like here where it says KEGU chats, you would click the down arrow. I feel like there's another way to do this. I don't know. But yeah, you should have it. Everybody has that. Okay. Okay. So, first things first, I wouldn't even know how to find a fair value gap on my chart. It's like a made up thing that's not real. And basically what it is you would have to reach out to one of the admins. Logan, I don't have the ability to help you with that. Like TJ's on right now, you could message him directly. So yeah, I wouldn't even know how to find a fair value gap if I had to. But the basically what it is, I should have talked about this before I closed my chart. Fair value gap is basically another term for an imbalance, but it's not really an imbalance. It's like a fake way of finding an imbalance. So the real way of finding imbalances is you need to be able to see the order flow. Let me see what it says. Like, I think there is an actual indicator. I don't even know why I would show this, but whatever. Fair value gaps. So basically, they're just highlighting single prints. Right? Yeah, it's just highlighting single prints. Yeah, so that's all it is. It's highlighting single prints. Which I guess isn't terrible. But yeah. Sorry, my headphones just turned off. Anyway, if I open up this chart, so these are actual imbalances where you have, it's kind of hard to see because this is the POC, but basically, if I look at my cluster settings, it's printing red, which means it's 600% or more. I don't know why that was unchecked. That's fucked. So you look at these numbers diagonally. So 43 is 600% greater than 14. And 150 is 600% greater than 43. Whenever you have two in a row where the number is 300, 600, or 900% larger than the other, it will print this box, right? Which is your imbalance, saying that there's an imbalance here of sellers, right? And so the next time price comes up and retests this area, you should get a sell-off from there. And so that's an actual imbalance where and then there's a key with this, which is you only want to trade imbalances that occur at the beginning of a trend. So like here, if we have a downtrend here and then we come back and retest this, you would enter puts or enter short. But if the imbalance occurs in the middle of a downtrend, that's not an area where you would want to enter short. Oops. And so, shit. That would be what's his name? I don't know why I can't. ICT has taught everybody. And I can go way more into depth on this, or way more in depth on this. Like, there's so many YouTube videos where they've proven that ICT is a complete scumbag scammer. And he says basically to trade all fair value gaps, right? Which again, you're really looking at the ones, or again, you're really looking for imbalances occurring at the beginning of a trend or the end of a trend. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to say about it. Just, yeah, exactly. The creator himself is not profitable. And, like, I feel weird, like, talking about it because I don't have any specific evidence against him. And I wouldn't even know, like, what to say. You know, like, to prove that he's a fraud. But what I'll do is I'll share this with you guys. iMan Trading's done a bunch of videos on him, and all of them are good. This one's my favorite. It really shows how much of a scammer he is. And I would recommend you guys just go and read it. Or, I mean, go and watch the video. So I'll link it in the chat. But so he's the person that invented fair value, or coined the phrase, I should say, fair value gaps. I don't know. The whole thing just leaves a bad taste in my mouth because there's much better people that came before him that wrote books, right? And they coined the term an imbalance, and then he came along and renamed it to fair value gaps and tried to, like, rename already known concepts in trading. But the issue is he renamed it, but then he's not even teaching how to trade it properly. And, you know, like, imbalances alone can be a standalone concept, or a standalone strategy, but it's better if there's confluence on your chart that lines up with, you know, that has added confluence with the imbalance. But also the most important part is you need it to be happening at the beginning of a trend, whether that be an uptrend or a downtrend. And ICT doesn't teach any of that stuff. And so all he's done is taken known concepts, renamed them, made a course on it, and it's not a good course because it doesn't even teach you, everything that I just said, like that it needs to be at the beginning of a trend, that it's better if there's other confluences that line up with it. Like there's some things in trading that work really good on their own, like cluster charts. If you see really large orders come in, and you have a full 30-minute candle, either open and close completely above that level, come back and retest it, that's a standalone strategy where you can enter the trade and it works very well. But some of the stuff is not, the imbalances are much better if there's confluence on the chart. And then this also kind of doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but when people bring it up, in Discords, I get kind of annoyed. And I'm not annoyed with the person bringing it up, but what it is ICT and fair value gaps are so well known because this guy, if there's one thing you can say about him, he's good at marketing. If we look up ICT on X, he's got a huge following. 745,000 followers. I think he used to have 1 million before, but maybe some people unfollowed him. But so he's amazing at marketing, but he's not a good trader. He's been proven over and over and over and over and over again to be absolutely trash, and he'll Photoshop screenshots to make it look like he wins. Another thing he'll do is he'll trade with what's it called? He'll trade with prop firms, and it's been proven he says that he's trading with cash, and then on the screen it will show the account number for the prop firm that he's trading with, and certain prop firms have if it's an evaluation account, the account will start with EV or something. The account number will start with EV and then a number. And if it's a funded account, it'll start with PA and then the number or whatever. And so when he's traded live, he'll say he's trading on a live account and he's not. He's trading on a unfunded prop firm account. And he just misses and misses and misses. This video that was done, the one that I shared, done by iMan Trading, he took 5 losses in a row live on stream. And iMan Trading was doing the math, and it was the likelihood of losing 5 trades in a row, if you're as good as ICT says he is you're more likely to be struck by lightning 6 times in a row or some shit like that. I don't even know. It was crazy math. But so he's very good at marketing. And then, you can go into any trading Discord and you type in the word FVG and people will know what you're talking about, which is criminal because it's not something that's good. It's not something you should be using to trade with. And again, as somebody like myself, where I'm really trying to help people grow and get better, and I really want to see people improve, just seeing people type in those 3 letters, FVG, triggers me, because if I'm learning how to trade and somebody types in FVG and start talking about how amazing it is or whatever, the first thing I'm going to do is go to Google and type in FVG and start trying to figure out what this is. Right? So you're basically just leading some newer people or whatever down the wrong path. down a very bad path, and possibly to a path where they end up buying a course from ICT and just waste their money. And so that's why I get upset when people mention it. And maybe I shouldn't let it bother me, but I do, because I don't want to see people get scammed. So that's, I don't really know what else to say about it. All of the concepts that we teach here on my YouTube is like taught from me, but to me from my mentor, who was, I mean, you guys know it's Shorty, and he is an actual market maker. And then most of the concepts that he taught me are from like the original traders, that wrote books on it. Stuff that's tried and tested, that's been used for years, that works. And yeah, I don't know, just stay away from scammers. Yeah, I mean, Shorty's PDFs are awesome. So that's a great resource. Yeah, anyway, I don't really know what else to say. Just stay away from it. If you see anybody mention FVG, it's anything else that they say is not worth listening to. And I'm not saying that to try to insult anybody, but if you're studying and learning that, like, you're studying stuff where the inventor himself can't even make money. Watch the video from iMan Trading, and you'll see he proves over and over again that he's a fraud. And basically, what he'll do is like he'll hit a big win on a prop account, and then he'll come back and like post a screenshot of this big win that he took. But then every single time he goes live, he just loses and loses and loses and loses and loses. And then he blames it on like market makers watching his live stream and intentionally stopping him out. And again, then he just lies and Photoshop stuff and all kinds of shit. I don't really feel like I have anything to prove because I don't sell courses. But I do also feel like a need to be, what's the word? Like, I feel like I should be as revealed as possible without like revealing too much, if that makes sense. Like not showing personal information or I don't know how to show this. I guess I could probably, here, let me see if I can do this. So I only have one account. It's partially off screen. That's exactly what I did not want to do. Okay, wonderful. Well, anyway, you guys saw I only have one account. I mean, if you really wanted to, you can go back and pause that. You can see my account number. It won't really do anything for you. But this is... Sorry, I'm screenshotting it now instead. So like I said, the prop firm accounts, they have specific names to where if it's a funded account, you can tell. I trade with Blue Sky Pro, and as you can see, this says Blue Live, meaning that this is an actual funded account. That's a live account. It's not a simulated account. But again, like I don't have this like massive need to prove myself. I mean, for a few reasons. For one, I'm not selling anything. I'm not selling courses. I'm not selling a Discord. And then for two, I trade live and you guys see me do it live. If I wasn't able to do it live, which I am, you guys see me do it over and over again, then I certainly wouldn't be able to do it, like when I'm not live. So the fact that I can do it live, you guys see me do it live time and time again, is really all the proof that you need. And I kind of say this over and over again. if you're wanting to learn from anybody, like regardless of who they are, that should be the one factor in whether or not you learn from them, is if they can trade live. If they talk about how amazing they are and show you screenshots and whatever else, but they're not doing it live in front of your eyes, it's probably bullshit. And if you see somebody that can trade live and make money and do well, then they're worth listening to. And that's really just the best advice I can give you. With kind of the boom in trading and investing, unfortunately, it's created a lot of scammers, selling Discord, selling courses, just whatever else, selling stuff. And again, if you can see that person do it live, then they're worth listening to. I can't think of any courses that are worth buying, because everything that's on those courses are going to be in books that you can get cheaper. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say on the matter, but before you consider learning from somebody, make sure you can see them do it live, and then you'll know whether or not they're worth your time. And ICT's shown over and over again that he's not worth your time. He does not know how to trade live. Okay? Or I should say he doesn't know how to trade, period, whether it's live or not. Anyway, I'm going to go post a screenshot of this. Really should be live tomorrow. And that wouldn't be for Keenan's Discord, though, because Keenan trades live on Tuesdays. But hopefully I'll just probably go live on Keenan's on Wednesday, if everything works out appropriately. There's also some stuff worth talking about. Somebody shared this and it's like pretty eye-opening. Where was it? Here. This is crazy. I just popped that up there. Kramer's awesome. Just do the opposite of anything he says. Unless he's telling you to do cocaine, then do cocaine. But yeah. And I'm saying that because that dude loves his coca. I don't know, is the market open Wednesday? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it's open Wednesday. What about Black Friday? Yeah, so it's open Wednesday and Friday. Kramer's a nut job. So this should be scary for a lot of people. I don't know. I feel like people have been spending a lot of money, buying a lot of unnecessary things. And I don't know, like something happened during COVID, right? I don't know if it's the what's it called, the checks the government was sending out to incentivize the economy, or to boost the economy. And ever since that, like, it just seems like we were due for a recession, but yet people just keep spending and spending and spending and spending, which means that financially people are fine and recession's off the table. But what was weird is, like, during that time, I saw a lot where, like, credit card defaults were at a all-time high, and people defaulting on their car payments were at an all-time high, and just things, that shouldn't be falling to the wayside were. And now Americans are defaulting at a crisis levels per Fortune. Serious student loan delinquencies hit a record of 14.3% in Q3 of 2025, while auto loan delinquencies rose to 3%, the highest rate since 2010. This is not good. Yeah. We could get, like, a pretty significant pullback in the market, a pretty significant crash. I don't think it's going to be happening super soon, but maybe 2026 sometime. I don't know. I'm going to have to, like, seriously consider my exposure in the market as, like, the year wraps up. Kind of feel like I'm a little bit overexposed right now in the market, frankly. I have diversification, but wait, what? Oh, that's crazy. Christian, I just read your chat, and, like, that's not good. Mm-mm. That's weird. According to this, it's open. Yeah, so it's closed on Thanksgiving Day, not the day before. Bond market's closing early. Oh, and an early close on Friday. I think it's early, Logan. You never want to try to time the top, but just hedge and don't be over positioned. Wow, that's insane, Christian. Yeah, that's nuts. All right. Yeah, I would expect a Santa rally, but we'll see. All right. Doesn't look like we have any questions or anything, or I feel like we've answered all of the questions. Stay away from fair value gaps. Um, Trade imbalances, cluster charts, retests of volume profile levels. Works very well. Nice. Kind of surprised with this. All right. Yeah, Jack's doing good. I almost sold half of my position today. The ones, so I bought. I talked about this. I don't remember exactly where, but I bought somewhere here. I bought more when we were down at 15 here. I was a little bit disappointed with myself because I wanted to sell half here and I should have, but I didn't. And if I had, I would have bought more when we were down in this range here. So I would be sitting a lot better than I am right now. But even still, with averaging down at 15, I'm in profit on my shares. But today when it hit like 1750, I was pretty close to just closing half of my position and holding the rest. And then if they do dip again, I would just add on another 50% to make it to bring me back to the same amount of shares that I have now. But I have a sell order, I want to say, at 1780. Oh, if I had one at 1780, it should have hit, I think. They hit 1779. That's funny. Let me double check. Now I'm curious. I'm pretty sure I have a sell order at 1780 for half of my position. Dude, if they faded me by 1 penny, I'm going to be a little pissed right now. Where's my open orders? Oh no, it's at 1795. So here's, I'm going to screenshot this just so I make sure that I'm not showing any private information. This is my, so I have a limit sell order for 200 shares at $17.95, and then I have a limit sell for 100 at $34. I have 400 shares, so I would still have 100 shares if both of these trigger. I guess I'm less upset now, or I'm not upset because they didn't fade me by 1 penny. They faded me by 16 cents. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets hit tomorrow, that order, that sell order. We'll see. What's the high on this? 88. Yeah. All right. Um, yeah, Jack's doing good. Oh, Ares, did you go long? I'm pretty sure I heard Ares say, I want to be long at the single prints from the C period. And we just tapped it, right? And there's like a massive boner candle from there. And you didn't take it? What happened, bro? All right. Um, yeah. I should see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully Ares is off tomorrow. Um, yeah, I got nothing else to say. Oh, is that not 95? Sorry, I'm confused. Okay. This was not single prints. 95, yeah. I'm confused. This is where I went long earlier and I got stopped out. That was my support resistance flip. Stopped me out. And then they went and did it. Rat pig bastards. All right. As always, much love, much respect to everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully some people learned a few things here and there. For people in the learning Discord or mentorship group, I should be live tomorrow. For people in Shorty's group, I should be live tomorrow. Let's make some money. Peace out. See you tomorrow.